watching, this is what I would expect to see, and this is what it did do, the opposite direction. Immediately ran like a bullet the other direction, illustrating exactly why I can't get in front of those market moves. I don't have a statistical edge in that that's consistent. So if I know that as a mentor, would I be a good instructor or teacher to you if I know that's a weakness of mine, and I can't even prove to you, like I prove everything else, that I can trade with market maker models, I can trade with precision, I can get the targets, I can trade lows of the day, high of the day. Notice that I'm not doing that on non-farm payroll days or CPI days. Have you paid attention enough to at least identify that much? I know where my probabilities of success reside. And I know if I'm going to arm wrestle somebody, I'm not going to arm wrestle somebody that's bench pressing, 500 pounds, curling 200-pound dumbbells, and has an arm larger than my head and has no neck. Okay. And literally looks like a mountain of muscle in front of me. What's my probabilities of beating that? It ain't happening. So why invite that? I know enough, and it doesn't affect me psychologically. I don't care if the opinion of others that are neophytes in this think that that's weakness because I can't trade ahead of these big moves when nobody else humanly can. You're asking for a superhero to step forward when that can't happen here because the markets are highly manipulated. And just because these big news drivers come out, and you might follow the fundamentals, you might feel like you have it figured out, and they may come out and release the data, unless it's CPI, because like I said, CPI is like a bat out of hell. It's gone. It's already left the building. As soon as you see it on your chart, it's too late, and it's unforgiving. Many times the data will come out and say the data comes out that would be positive for the market, but it goes down immediately. How can you predict that? You can't. I can't. No one can. That's what makes fundamentals stupid to me. It'll fundamentally make you poor. This whole business is based on money. That's it. Money and psychology. Who has the weak mind? Who can be squeezed out? Who can be unseated, taken out of the trade, and have their seat taken by someone that's smarter? And it's all revolving around a TV guide schedule that we call an economic calendar. And sometimes there's a shit show on TV and you don't want to be wasting your time watching it. And that's non-farm payroll. The cast is always a dud. There's no plot, and it never feels good. It's not a rom-com. It's not anything. It's not a date night flick. Okay. It's stupid to even waste your time with it. And I'm hoping that I won't have to talk about non-farm payroll ever again. Hopefully I've illustrated that there is no necessity for you to build all this hope and engagement around one trading day out of 1 month out of the entire career that you're trying to frame. See, some of you young folks think that you have to do this. Like it's paramount that you learn how to trade these days. And here's the secret to it. Here's how you trade them. Have your charts off and do something else. You've traded it. On the sidelines is a winning position all the time. It never loses. It never has drawdown. It never gets stopped out. And there's no commission costs. But it's a fucking winner every single time. Every single time. Don't think so? Look at that move today in all of your currencies and your indices and be offside. That's a losing position. But what if you were thinking about doing it but didn't do it, and you would have gotten hurt but you didn't? That's maturity. That's wisdom. That's strength. That's power. That's knowing when you're going to fail, but you succeed by not failing. None of these people teach this way because they have to engage you with dazzling you with this and that and gimmick this and gimmick that. It's not how you make money. That's how you get people pushing buttons. I don't want you pushing buttons. Think about how I teach. You study price for a long time before you even do any demo. Why? Because you have to discover where you're going to derail yourself. And these days are going to be a catalyst for weak-minded, undisciplined train wrecks. And it's not a popular subject. It's not a feel-good conversation, but it should be. You should feel like you're empowered now. You know what? My teacher said that he doesn't have to worry about trading those days and he can still find setups. And yes, these are days where it's a gamble. So I'm not going to put that pressure on me to try to trade and expect precision on these days when it's not possible. How wonderful and how liberating is that? It's this one extra thing that you don't have to contend with and worry about and obsessively, compulsively fear. But everybody else is going to try to crack the code on these days. They want to be the ones that figured it out. Hey, if someone can figure it out, consistently do it, I'd be their student. I ain't got no shame in that. That's something that I couldn't do. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And how can I know that in confidence? Because the hand behind this market and the things that make this world spin, they're always going to be in control. They're going to manipulate. And when there's enough money to be taken on one side of the marketplace, that's where it's going. That's it. Wherever the most money is, that's the path of least resistance. That's how your mindset should be going forward, because that's how the hand operates.